two,
Make it happen.
one. All right. Make it happen. All right,
Make it happen.
All right. Traditional intro. Don't get used to it. We won't be using it forever.
Good morning, and what you say? I said good morning, and welcome to Melanin Espresso, where we bring a different kind of energy, baby. Now let's show some love for your two hosts with the toast, Vince Taylor and Gina G.
All right, so what we're having this morning is a crisis of the minds. Because half of my body is like, yo, I love Melanin Espresso. We got to get up and do Melanin Espresso. We owe it to the people for Melanin Espresso. It's our thing. The other half of me is like, bruh.
Mel. That's what you got to say, Mel. Express.
Yeah, bruh, I'm so like, bruh, if I could just chill just for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Big back. Man. Big back, dog. Just
oh man, back. But yo, Gina, you look like you having a good time. You what is this backdrop, bro? I don't even.
Oh, you know what? It's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful city of Duval. You know.
Hey, that's what it looked like. It looked like Duval. Yeah.
He ain't nowhere. That's why I just want to sit by the two trees. You know what I'm saying?
You found the two trees in Jacksonville.
I found the two trees.
Hey, that's what it is. Speaking of, here's a terrible segue. Speaking of trees, these niggas. Oh, excuse me. That don't even make no sense. All right, so I just have one question. What is the inspiration for Timberland's outfit from last night? Like, Timberland looked like a whole bad chick up there in his romper. You know what I'm saying? And looking like a bottle of Gold Slogger.
I'm telling you. He looked like a Miller High Life, like a nice cold Miller High Life. And you know Miller High Life is a champagne and beer. So I ain't going to do him dirty, but come on. See, and he sweated it out. Like it ended up being a silk, I don't know what silk is, but hey, it turned out being him. The earthworm. I don't know. I don't know. But he looked like a whole thickums of Snickers.
Yeah, man.
With his booty shorts on.
Yes. I mean, I ain't like the shorts, they rolled up and they showed in the front. So like there's people on that front row that know all the lines on the scrotum section.
He had no drawers on. I think you're right.
You think Tim was out there straight flashing them girls out there like, ow, go ahead and see what's under the gate right quick. I don't know.
I do. I believe that the girls was looking up his dress. I mean, up his shorts. You know, but in contrary, of course, Swizzy, Alicia Keys' boo is gonna come looking very dapper and nice with his tapered white before Labor Day outfit on. But he did his thing. The verses was like, it was up there. I'm trying not to give it to them because Beanie Man. Come on now, that was.
Yeah, Beanie Man wanted to get that's still the highest.
But when I saw it last night, I was just like,
yo, last night was lit. Last night was lit. Well, there's a few things going on with last night. First of all, yes, Swish did look dapper, but he also looks like a bottle of Jergens.
No, you did not.
He does. Come on, bro. You can't say that man don't look like that man look like a Dove liquid soap up there, bro. Come on, give him a break, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. But one thing that we didn't know. I mean, listen. If you were watching it now, let's talk about something real quick, G. Now you watch IG. Do you watch IG or do you watch Triller? Which one you watch?
I watch it on IG, and I watch Triller.
So when you watch,
ain't that Jay-Z's? Ain't that some black owned something or somebody did something black?
I don't know if it's black. I don't know if it's black owned. I don't think. I don't know. If it is, that's great. I'm happy for it.
Okay.
But when you watch on Instagram, you'd see comments up on the screen with the Instagram. Yeah. And when I watch it, I see comments from people that I follow or that follow me or whatever. So I saw your comment. You commented a couple times. You know what I'm saying, or once at least.
Right.
And I saw a couple comments. Some of the comments were saying stuff like, "Yo, so is the pandemic over?" And I was like, you know what? I don't know. That's a good question because they are kind of this kind of appear very post-pandemic.
Well, they might take vaccines now. Now, y'all, folks, it's CDC that told folks with the vaccine that you can go out without no mask on. So, folks might be out there, hoping that is the case. So maybe, they checked their vaccine cards, but then I've learned how can you even do that? HIPAA by law, you can't even ask anybody for their vaccine card. And you can't even ask anybody to bring they can't even ask you any questions about a service animal. If you say that this big ass dog is my emotional pet, you are going to have to let that in without any, they can't even ask you any questions. So imagine with the vaccine and the cards and going into the clubs, bruh, because that concert was litty.
Yo,
one person had a mask on.
So not Nan person had a mask on, but you saying that they're not allowed to ask you if your dog is like a service dog. Like I could bring my German Shepherd on the plane and they not even allowed to ask me whether or not it's registered or whatnot. No papers.
Right now, I don't know about in the airport, but I know in a hotel they show came.
Well, what about and you saying that with this, I'm pretty sure that when I'm looking at this crowd, this is not a crowd full of folks who are eager to get vaccinated. Listen, I myself have not gotten vaccinated. I'm still struggling. I'm obligated to get vaccinated almost in order to get on this boat. And I'm looking at this crowd and it looks dope. Don't get me wrong. It looks dope. It looks like they're having a lot of fun. I'm happy. I mean, but I don't know about that. The second thing is I kept seeing in the comments like, yo, they ain't lit enough.
They were not lit.
Too young.
That crowd was so lame.
Do you think so? You thought lame. Now, yeah, what you would have been swinging off. What I mean, what it was a versus, bro. It wasn't. I mean, I don't know what was they expecting.
It was lame. It was lame, bro. They didn't do anything. The audience, I don't even know if they put their hands up. I don't even know if their hands went up. I don't know if they were just like, oh, fake head bouncing, but they didn't do nothing. That crowd was horrible, trash. I wouldn't have risked the Rona to go and stand next to them. Yeah, I wouldn't have risked to go stand next to them. No, I'm cool.
You wouldn't have risked the Rona? Nah, bro. But you get to see Swiss who looked like he was ready to release birds out of his suit at any moment. Swiss is like he is the officiant of whatever wedding this is. I don't know. Like he just left from the bachelor's party.
I hope someone had on something designed by a person of color, or the culture is going to get him. The culture is out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like folks is out to get people. So if it don't look like any of those things that either of them have on is from a black designer. So I guess that's going to be another topic, you guys, because everybody is real touchy, man. Touchy.
I just want to know, like, what I really, I struggled, G, because I was trying so hard to find a full body picture of Timberland so that we could put it on, so we could just discuss what exactly is going on with this wardrobe selection. Now, listen, I ain't tripping. I ain't trying to not. Listen, I know that when you're in the world of like millionaires and when you deal with folks who have eccentric tastes and stuff like that, there tends to be like a curve that you grade them on, because like there's this whole sense of fashion that we may not be in tune to. But damn, bruh, the white shoes with the black socks with the gold shirt with the coochie cutters.
Well, what's the hat though? What hat is that?
Bro, look, I don't know what exactly is going on here, man. This is a tale of two wardrobes. One of them makes sense. The other one is like, look, bro, I got money. I make dope beats. I can't rap, but look at what I got going on. Know what I'm saying? And it's about time if Timberland can body sculpt himself to do that whole Dr. Dre, Dave Chappelle, creatine body look. Now, why can't he do the same thing for the back of his head that needs to be ironed? Why did you see the back of his head, bro? Like the whole night, bro, he has this pack of hot dogs that's like protruding from the back of his head that he's had since Up Jumps the Boogie. That I don't understand why it still exists. I don't know why Up Jumps the Boogie wasn't on there either. Like it wasn't on there.
But anything Aaliyah, you know what? I appreciate the fact that when he did play Aaliyah, that your boy Tim was like, I bow down. Whenever Aaliyah is played, I bow down. Rest in peace, baby girl. And that just makes me so happy because I met her twice and she remembered me. And it's just a moment in history. Like,
she remembered you.
Oh my God. But still, I thought it was really, really dope for him to. Because once he played Aaliyah, it was over with. Once 4 Page Later, it was like,
Did he play for us? Did he play 4 Page Later?
No, it was
He played 1 in a Million.
Love you, baby, love you. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the video. But you don't know. Do to me, hey, between me and you. Oh, get it, bitch. I see somebody broke up.
Bro, hey, shoot, bro. We used to go ahead. We used to get it in with that lip. Man, that's that freak music. You know what I'm saying?
That freak music.
You used to you had to get that the H sound. You know what I'm saying? You used to get it. You know that freak music.
Oh, that's it.
That was like the joint, bro. You know, you used
that
to
was
do
the
that.
joint, bro.
Yeah,
and it was called Pony. When he played Pony.
Oh, he played Pony on him, bro.
It was over. It was over.
Man.
I'm just a bachelor. Hey, Vince, I know that show. I know.
Oh, Bill.
You've done several lap dances.
Hey, hold on now.
No,
what we ain't gonna do is incriminate. All right, now I'm just playing. Yeah. Yes, I have used the Bachelor's soundtrack for many a closer, shall I say, back in my day when I was a young buck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I missed. I thought that they was gonna bring out some of the celebs. I thought Genuine might have ponied his ass across the stage. I was waiting for somebody to pop up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it did appear to be a star-studded evening. Rick Ross came by. The baby came by.
Really? Did you see what's the name in the audience? Busta Rhymes.
Yes,
he was in there too.
Busta Rhymes was there. Fat Joe was there. This is right here in the state of Florida, where everything has been open since everything closed down.
Oh, that was.
Wait,
you trying to tell me that this was in Florida? I didn't know this was in Florida.
Oh yeah, this was taped in the middle of the pandemic. This was actually recorded last March after the shutdown. Everybody in Florida was protesting, and we just decided, you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's just go ahead and do it like chicken pox. Everybody get it out the way and move about our. Nah, that's not what happened. But yeah, man, I particularly enjoyed the banter between Swiss and Tim. At one point in time, Swiss even said, freeze. Somebody get Tim some towels, please.
They found the whole night, bro. They found the whole night.
It felt more like Swiss wanted it to be like a battle, and Tim was just like, man, whatever, man. Look, I'm gonna play these hits.
Fine. Tim had way more music, way more hits, way more versatile style, promiscuous girl. You teasing me, and know what I want, and
man, you got what I need. Promiscuous boy,
look at him right there, promiscuous.
Hey, we're dancing here, right?
Promiscuous.
I gotta put that on a loop, man.
You better be promiscuous. You better be.
I cannot do that without it going back to promiscuous girl. You already know it's that
Hey, I'm telling you, Tim got it in last night, y'all.
Yeah, Tim was on it, man. I mean,
it was ridiculous, man.
I was honestly impressed with Swiss's ability to hang with Timbaland, because Tim is like one of the dopest producers, hands down, point blank, period. I mean, he played Justin Timberlake stuff to, I think Rick Ross stuff, Jay-Z songs. And, the best thing I think about Timbaland's set was that Timbaland, the overwhelming majority of his beats were not like him remixing stuff. It was his original joint. Like Swiss Beats played that Lil Wayne song. He played that song that sounded just like the Diddy song that
Special Delivery.
The Special Delivery beat, you know what I'm saying? And but that wasn't really Swiss Beats beat. That's like a remix beat. But Swiss Beats did have Fancy. Fancy is one of my favorite Swiss Beats songs.
Oh, you
Yeah,
bad.
fancy is dope. You know, Nail did, Jared
Hey,
did, everything did,
everybody,
Derek did. Yeah,
oh, oh.
that was my joint. That was my joint.
Who played,
And let me
who
see.
played, Shorty, What's Your Price? With
Oh,
Nas
that's
and
Timbaland. That's definitely Timbaland. Yeah, that's Tim for sure. That's Tim.
killed it, bro.
That's
Killed
that
it.
Nas shit, man. So yeah, man, I was thoroughly impressed. I was in tune the whole entire time. You know what thing is funny though, Gina? How these are the originators of verses. They created it, they established it, they keep
Yeah.
it going, but they couldn't even hang with like Gladys Knight numbers because they hit like 150, 160 was the height for the night on IG, which is not bad. That's darn good, especially when you consider the fact that it's spread out over Triller and all of that. But I remember watching Brandy and Monica were at like 500,000. I feel like during it the whole time. If am I tripping or am I making stuff up?
I mean, these guys are old, man. Like nobody really knows this generation. It was kind of like a refresher. You know, it's kind of like these dudes are not the artists. So the fact that they're just producers as well, and they were always in the background, even though they had songs of their own, their hottest joints, of course, were with other artists. You know what I mean? Their collabs with other artists. So, you know, a lot of times when you're behind the camera, nobody really knows who you are until somebody saw it, like, oh, okay, they make that, pass it on. But, bruh, the songs were from our era, you know, so it ain't like a lot of the youth probably either knew or they just heard of them or, you know what I'm saying, they heard their mama play it or something, you know.
So you think that you're like our kids, like me, you're like, let's say, you know, Kiki, Jimmy, that they don't know who these, like they don't even know who Timbaland and Swiss Beats are. Is that real? I didn't think it was that bad. Is that right?
I don't know. I mean, my son, you know, listens to DMX and whatnot, but I don't know if it's say he just knows Swizzy. I don't believe he's listening to. I don't know. I mean, he might be listening to a song that Swizz did, and he don't know unless Swizzy say Swizzy. You know what I'm saying? Time on the track. But yeah, man, I don't think so. I don't think these kids knew what these kids think the songs on TikTok are original songs. Like I Get So Weak in the Knees was just made by some girl for TikTok.
Yeah.
You know so I don't know, Vince. I don't think them cheering knew. I don't think the cheering watched.
Nah, yeah. Well, you think that might have been what was the problem with the crowd last night too? They might have just been so young. I mean, because when they announced that the baby was there and everything, that's never gonna get old, man. Watching.
That's never. All right, every time I see it now, I'm like,
yo, I want an endless loop with this right here, bro. I just want to I can't stop most. Yo, that's the new dance, bro. That's what I took away from this. Jimmy right there, bro. Like, go ahead, Tim always had a good time, man. You gotta give him that.
Hey,
go ahead with your little two-piece.
Swift was over there like he in church. He was over there doing like a little prayer dance. Look how he was stomping. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah. They was definitely on different vibes, man. But I don't know if I could ever wear this outfit.
A golden.
I don't know. It's very Miami, but the shorts.
I got a golden ticket. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's just a little too much underbrush for me to be concerned about, you know, when it comes to the, you know, I'm sure it's comfortable. You know, I'm sure that the air, the humidity has allowed for the boys to have plenty of breathing room and to get some exposure to the South Beach humidity. But I wish you would at least wore a slip or maybe some pantyhose or something, because I get the sense that at some point it could have been a wardrobe malfunction, and it would have been on somebody's forehead real quick. And
speaking of slip, that reminds me. I don't know if we're able to switch the groove a little bit away from the verses. If we make, when you said slip, it just made me think of old school, old time. Okay, which is what Monique is talking about right now. I don't know if you heard about it, Vince, or if y'all heard about it, but y'all know that bonnets. You know, we've been asking for women not to wear their bonnets in public, not to wear their scarves in public. And Monique has had a lot to say about it, y'all. A lot to say about it. Now, she's sweet. Now, y'all know Monique is sweet. She says, sweet baby. Well, I don't know if she's really sweet, because in Hollywood, they kind of said she was evil as hell. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, don't play. Y'all know they say Monique is hard to work with. But let me show y'all. I want to just play this for you real quick, BT. You just let me know if you're right. If you like seeing your wife, you know what I'm saying, out in her situation while y'all let
many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers.
I mean, do you really think that it's really that serious? That you got the bonnets on and you got your blanket on and your flip-flops and you're looking real homeless in certain places? Do you find that a woman should get her appearance together before she leaves the house? What you think? But wait, hold on, because I'm gonna take this. Hold on,
let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home. Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created, so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And so many. I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying. Let me make sure I'm.
Sorry, BT, that's what I like. But she said no full face frontal,
full face frontal
makeup on. She's not saying that women need to come out fully together and dressed. But when we gonna let these bonnets and scarves go in public, ladies? And fellas, why do y'all let y'all woman out the house with her bonnet on? Let me know.
Okay, well, listen. First of all, Monique got a lot of nerve because she leave the house without shaving her mustache or her legs all the time, and ain't nobody said nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? And ain't wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and have your legs, you know, and your mustache. Let me stop. All women are beautiful. We all God's children, and these are just jokes. And I love Monique, but I do think she has a point. However, I think that there, like it says in the Bible, a time and place for everything, right? So if you got to, like I did this morning, where I broke my coffee pot and had to make an emergency trip to Dollar General to purchase a whole new coffee pot, which is why I'm a little off this morning, because I need coffee in me like an hour before. I cannot just, bro. I need that's my shot. You talking about shots? You talking about putting shots in arms? I put espresso shots in arms. Okay, that's where the name came from. So when I go up to go this morning to the Dollar General, I did not put on this outfit to go. I put on whatever I was sleeping in, a shirt that happened to fit, maybe some flip-flops if I can find them. Yeah. And then I walked out the house. If I was a woman, I probably would throw a bag over my head.
A bag over your head.
A scarf. Hey, who knows? Maybe it's one of the night. I might throw a bag over my head. You know what I'm saying?
A bag over my head.
Get it over.
I think it was thinking.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I might. Nah. But listen. So if you're going to the Dollar General first thing in the morning, or if you got to hurry up and get to, the Wawa to get your, Cool or your Marlboro Lights because you didn't know you ran out throughout the night, or you need a Dutch Master or a game, that's fine. But if you're going to an interview, okay, if you're going to your child's school for a PTA meeting, if you're going to a parent-teacher conference or an audition, then
what about the airport? But what about the airport? That's where she started. She's saying she's seeing most of them in the airport with the bonnets on, the house shoes. Now they got the blanket all wrapped around them. They just looking real homely.
Yeah, homely.
At the airport, when back in the day, a woman, you go in the airport, you was dressed.
Yeah,
you would travel in style. You know what I'm saying? So I think what she's saying as far as going to the airport, like, ladies, we look a hot mess with them damn bonnets on and house shoes on, and you grown up in there looking like you sick, flying in kindergarten.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I will say this. We have come a long way at the airport, because there was a time, I remember, I don't know if you remember, Gina, there was a time when we used to go to the airport and we had to get dressed up. Like, we had to fly, like way back in the day, we had to go like it was church almost, because we had to represent ourselves and the whole race and the whole family. And we didn't want to take any chances of not being allowed on the airplane, because it was kind of considered luxurious as opposed to taking a Greyhound or driving. So yeah, there was a point in time where it was considered almost a requirement to be a business casual dress. But I think over the years we've realized, like, hold up, why are we doing this again?
See, that's the problem. See, breaking tradition. See, a certain tradition we should be keeping. See, there you go with saying. See, and we like, why we gotta dress up? Because you got a mess with your scarf and bonnet on and your damn house shoes and a cover wrapped around you in the airport. You look retarded.
But listen, the airplane ain't nothing but a glorified, high-powered, jet-fueled Uber that I happen to be sharing rides with. Yeah. And I'm paying for the gas. I'm paying extra for my bag. I'm paying all of this. I don't get peanuts no more, no pretzels. You know what I'm saying? And I got to deal with this screaming ass baby behind me. Somebody keep kneeling me in my seat. You want to ask me for my vaccine passport. I got to deal with not being able to purchase anything. Everything I want. Oh, would you like something to drink? Sure. Do you have your credit card? No, I can't just get a little cup of Sprite right quick. And now I got to get dressed up like it's Sunday school as well. Nah, bro. It ain't the same no more. It ain't the same. We used to get on the plane back in the day. They would service you. You know what I'm saying? You would have a full course meal. You know, it would feel like you were special when you dressed up. Now you get on, bro, and it's airplane a la carte. You know what I'm saying? How much is it to put your bag up on the top? You know, you gotta wait. You gotta take your clothes. Bro, I don't know, man. It just ain't the same.
Right. I think you look like her. Okay, so then this.
Damn, Fred, take it off. Okay. We took one private. Do you want to please? Why? Here, put this back out. Wait, she snatched the wig.
That wasn't so bad.
See, it's just she tried to get dressed at the airport because she looked nice.
She did,
but she threw that damn hat wig on. So now all the ladies know, don't go to the airport with that hat wig on because you're gonna have to lift it up or take it off for them to check. Because in the X-ray part where you walk in, it shows detachment. Well, so we got to dress. Come on, BT. We got to do better in the airport, lady. I'm not wearing this scarf in the airport. Look at this.
Yeah, well, listen, I bet you if we checked all the surveillance from you over all these years,
my grandmother would kill me. Like the TikTok that went viral with me with this scarf, my grandma would have called, why you got that head rag on your head? Everybody see you right here with this head rag on. What is you doing? You know we ain't like that. It's all about representing the family, how you was raised. You know, did your mama raise you right? Not coming in there with the scarf on your head. So I don't know. I guess with some families, it's like it's serious. Like, don't disrespect and go out with that scarf on.
I'm not mad. But I mean, look, I'm sad that she had to take off, the hat, wig, and all of that. But I want to applaud, the TSA, because I think that it was reported that there was about a kilo of coke underneath her do-rag, and she was trying to sneak it in underneath that hair. So sometimes it don't always work out. Just because you cute underneath that do don't mean that we still ain't got a job to do. Hallelujah. No, I'm just playing. We know very well she ain't got no kilo of coke. That's false. But here's my problem with that, Gina. Now let's look on the other side of that spectrum. Okay. Men are more than likely not going to be chastised for wearing do-rags, wave caps, wife beaters, slippers, and things of that sort to the airport. They may be shamed, shunned, but not given that same sense of shame, for doing these type of things. So that's where I kind of come in, like with Monique, like, yo, I feel you with the sisters, and you got to rep for the sisters. You got to kind of talk to your sisters because you can speak to them, with that experience. Right. But the double standard is real. I've gone to the airport in shorts and like a tank top. You know what I'm saying? And some maybe I'm sure I've wore a do-rag or a wave cap back when I used to wear wave caps like 20 years ago. So I can say that as much as I do support the movement to stay well dressed at the airport, I think it should go both ways if we're going to do it. Number one. Number two, I also think that we should stop gratifying the airport as if the airport is the players' ball, or like it's Easter Sunday. Like it's the fucking I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, my first F-bomb.
This man said,
I'm just saying, man, we treating it like it's
the
like
players' ball.
it's not. It's literally not. The airport is just a taxi for the sky. It's just the Greyhound bus station for airplanes, and it's crowdsourced. It's not something that's subsidized by the government. It's not like we have to pay for these tickets and a lot. So why should we have to do anything to impress folks that we are employing with our own dollars? It's like me having to wear a suit to go to the racetrack to get 5 on pump 10. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do all that. I'm paying for it. Why I gotta impress you for? What they need to worry more about. Now, have you seen Boohoo Karen? I don't know if you've seen Boohoo, but there's somebody named Boohoo Karen that's out there. They need to worry more about these folks that's on the planes crying, complaining, being mad about things that aren't happening their way, than trying to call the police about it, than they should be with women wearing bonnets. Now, I think that as long as you look good in a bonnet, I think that a bonnet, maybe no. A wrap, sure, right? Big difference, right?
No, everybody do rap. You would really have to have yourself looking real wrapped, right?
Yeah.
Well, man. We just got to be
on right now.
At least not wear the bonnets, y'all. We can at least put our hair in the ponytail or hat, But the bonnet, I think, and wave cap, those things are for the house, man. Those things are for the house, man. Those things are made for you to be straight when you lay down to go to bed. They were not made to be worn outside in the public eye. Now, of course, people are, what do they call it? What is it called? Come on, college man. They're making a profit off of the fact that we're wearing bonnets in public. So now folks are making them cute, that you can wear this cute bonnet out in public, but it's still a bonnet.
Well, what about what's old girl name from the Real Housewives from Basketball Wives?
The Bonnet Chronicles, but she was at home. She wasn't out in the streets in her bonnet. She was at home in her bonnet doing her Bonnet Chronicles. So we don't need to be wearing them every damn week. They are made for inside the house.
Was it the wave cap originally made for inside the house?
The wave cap was made for in the house too. That was for your
but dudes are wearing.
When you wake up, then you got your waves. Now we got velour wave caps. We got silk wave caps. Now folks are making them stylish so you can wear them out. Now that's even giving other races, the okay to wear these certain type of, as they call them culture vultures to put on a damn wave cap. That's for the house, to get your waves right, not for fashion.
Is it for the house or is it just for your waves? Who made that rule? You know what I'm saying? Like, who made you the king of wave cap display? Like, whatever. I'm saying, like, for real, like, what? Why is that? I used to wear the wave cap when I, tried to grow hair every now and then, I used to wear the stocking. My thing was the stocking cap. I like the one that was tight on your head. They kind of made you look like you was a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of, I like that joint. That was real tight. Yeah, that was dope for me. But I wouldn't wear it to church. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't wear it to the interview. But if I wanted to wear it outside my house, you ain't finna stop me. And I think that there's a sense of pride with all that too. Like it's like, yo, look, whatever, man. Like I ain't gotta listen to you doing your little thing. You know what I'm saying? Talking your little trash about what I gotta wear, what I gotta wear. Like if I want to wear my robe to the front,
wear your robe. See, that's too far, man.
All right,
so
now
no pajamas. Wasn't pajamas supposed to be just pajamas for bed? Wasn't pajamas just made for bed? So you telling me it's okay to wear your pajamas outside when we all know well that pajamas was made for bedtime?
Well,
but yeah, we still wearing them outside for the outside world.
Well, you sitting there, right? It ain't right, but why are you sitting there saying that Timberland is rocking his pajamas on stage the whole time and you ain't said nothing, bro? Like,
look at this. Wait, y'all, play it again. I miss you, bud.
You like that? You like that? You like that? Hey, go ahead. What's up, live? Y'all see? Here go the
Oh my God,
Yeah, man, you sit doing this thing. Why we gotta sit out? Why if you ain't gotta leave this house? It's grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? She never left it. You know, so why we can't wear our why we can't wear our pajamas or whatever
this ain't your house, this grandma's house.
It's grandma's house. I ain't gotta leave it if you ain't never left it. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, those are the rules.
I'm curious about you. Since this is Memorial Day, real quick. One thing they did do during the verses, they showed hella love to the fallen soldiers, to DMX, of course. We saw X. They put X's up all through the night. I didn't know what they was doing at first, but if you were looking in the comments, they were putting up those big X's, putting up the doves for Aaliyah. It is officially Memorial Day today, which is why a lot of y'all ain't at work. If you are at work, hope you're getting double time. So real quick, one time for our fallen soldiers, you know what I'm saying? The homie Timmy Tom, of course. My homie Low G, we still looking for you. Gina, I'm sure you got a lot on your side that if you want, feel free to go ahead.
It was just the anniversary of my cousin Kim passed away 14 years ago. Straight baller in Chicago. When I tell y'all, oh my God, she was straight baller in Chi-Town. Lost her a while ago, man. And my cousin Tom. There's just so many fallen soldiers, even in Bermuda. My husband's friends and family that's passing away that didn't kill them. I was like, man, Bermuda is too beautiful for y'all to be out there just killing folks.
Yeah, man. But man.
They so bored. It's like, nigga, let me shoot somebody.
Put down the guns. Put down the guns. Pick up the coconuts. Let's all have peace. You know what I'm saying?
You put the line in the coconut. Say that right. The line in the coconut.
But it is Memorial Day. Now, before Memorial Day started, you know what I'm saying? Not to get all political or whatever, but your best friend Kamala got herself somehow in some sort of trouble. Now, we were already raving at her for saying that America ain't a racist country, so she was already kind of in the timeout box. But this one, I don't know if this is warranted. She simply tweeted, "Enjoy the long weekend." And in a follow-up tweet, she said, "Throughout our history, service men and women have risked everything to defend our freedoms and country. As we prepare to honor them on Memorial Day, remember their service and their sacrifice. Enjoy the long weekend." But the whole Twitter went nuts, and a lot of folks started saying things like, "Yo, how dare you? How dare you tell me to enjoy my weekend? This is about the troops. This is about the memorial. This is about," it's like, yo, well, you still ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you did all that, if you said all of that and still didn't go to work, if you actually did not enjoy, if you did enjoy your long weekend while you were tweeting back at this, then you might be a little too. I think people are just too quick to jump on sides, man, and people just want to criticize stuff sometimes.
They do. They just want to find whoever say something. That's why I said they just on everybody. Just what did you say? What did you say? That's why I said Timberland then better had a black designer on or a black person cut their hair, because if you didn't do anything with black for that versus, you in trouble. So everybody is in this like just watching people and watching what they say just so they can have something to say. This lady didn't say nothing wrong this time. You understand me?
Right.
This time, y'all. She didn't say nothing wrong. Y'all, people, we can't put her past with her future right now, y'all. And this time, she ain't say nothing. Okay? Dang. Now, if she would have said, posted just a little peace sign or a little rib or something like that, then y'all would have been mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shoot,
if she had been like,
a rib up, that's what she should have did. It's the emoji of a rib. Like, what it is. Enjoy it. Everybody know what emojis mean. Everybody like, oh, that rib means, first of all, she's black. She is black. Okay. She definitely black. And second of all, she must be saying, enjoy this long weekend.
Yo, yeah, I mean, it's so stupid. Look, don't get me wrong. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's easy to pounce. I know we're in a tribal stage right now where everything is meant to kind of tear the other person down. And, you know, it's all about scoring points and taking points away. I get it. But let's at least keep it credible. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it in the realm of stuff that makes sense. Let's not attack people for saying enjoy the long weekend.
The vice president. We're attacking the vice president.
Right. She ain't even the you know, like, look, man, she ain't even like really out there right now. Let's just keep it real. Kamala does not really have a chance of actually becoming president. I don't think she has enough support from the black community or all communities. She definitely has a high she does have a following, but I mean, I don't know if she, I mean, the reason why she's vice president, not president, she dropped out. So to kind of like jump on her is one thing, but you know, the dude at the top supposedly, you know, is honoring his fallen son for real in real life. So it's easy to pick on the ones who are not necessarily so popular or easy, you know, a little bit easier targets in my opinion. It's a little harder to go with others. But then again, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might just be watching too close. One thing that I do think is true. One thing I do think is true is that we do pay way too much attention to politics. And I think that we could use a political holiday that lasts 6 or 7 months. We might learn we like each other a lot more than we think, because there are forces in place that are getting money off of the division that we have. You know what I'm saying?
That's why racism will never go away.
Right, because it's a profitable. Yes, it's business. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, on both. I mean, I don't want to say both sides because I don't even think that's just sides. But in all spectrums, you know what I'm saying? Like folks like us, you know, you can sit here and say that we capitalize off it if you want to, because we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, look, just for the record, we don't get paid for this. We don't get paid for this. So it ain't like we up in here like, you know, planning our retirement off of this, at least not yet. You know what I'm saying? We hoping for something, something in the future. But for right now, so we ain't in that troop of those who get paid for this type of stuff. But it is the type of thing where as long as there is a pathway to profit through these pains, there is going to be folks stoking you to hate others. I just think it's sad that we right now are at the point where we hate each other more than we hate others. I think almost to the point. That's why the 9/11 this commission thing got shot down last week. Why Brian Sicknick's mom went to the Capitol and his own fellow Republicans didn't want to support that commission. I know that it's political, but you know that's kind of what's going on right now. So I think that's sad. But just to kind of tap back in on you and what you were talking about with airports and women walking through airports. Now, don't wear bonnets to the airport. Fair enough. All right. Don't wear your do-rag. Shoot, I don't care. You know, don't wear your, the scarf that's meant for you to stay at bed. But if you are going to go to the airport, the one thing you don't do is this right.
Move me to the ground. My name is Terry M. Cruz. I'm the manager of the fucking airport here. That's not joking. Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to, and then I saw him push you out the door.
You deserve it.
I'm pretty sure you're mistaken.
In a dress.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. You fuck off.
Not helping. Excuse me?
I want the manager of the airport.
I got my popcorn. Listen. This just she wanted to say I'm a white woman in America.
Basically, you wanted to say it so bad.
I had a dress on.
Look at my pantsuit. I am. Where's the manager of the airport? I want to talk to the manager of the airport. Hey, name. When she shouted out her name though, like that was gonna mean something. Like, how many followers you got, ho? Like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? Let me hear that one more time.
Move me to the ground. My name is Terry M. Cruz.
My name
is Terry M. Cruz. Is that Terry Crews' wife right there? Is that what we just learned right? Is that Terry?
Move me to the ground. My name is Terry M. Cruz.
Now, what you want to do is just have all this. Yeah.
My favorite part is the guy was like, yeah, I saw you trying to run it.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Oh, bro, come on.
Move me to the ground. My name is Terry M. Cruz. I'm the manager of the fucking airport here.
That's not
joking. Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to, and then I saw him push you out the door.
You deserve
I'm pretty sure you're
in a
mistaken.
dress!
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo! You fuck off!
Excuse me?
I want the manager of the airport here!
That nigga said no, man. I saw you. Joe go through the door when you weren't supposed to. So we didn't see you get choked.
Oh,
But I did see you do some illegal stuff that probably got you choked.
yeah. How about this? How about this? Let me use some of these lines. Oh, I want to see the whole tape. I'd like to know what happened before the incident. Where are your parents?
Yeah.
Why is you know how nice it is for her to be
She
able to
probably
walk?
had drugs in her system.
Yes. What is all that? Let's see what she did in second grade. Maybe she had detention at some point in time in middle school. Because I think that it's very interesting how she broke the law and she's out there protesting in front of all of these other fellow paying patrons without handcuffs on, with no knee on her neck, with no bullets in her back, with nobody tackling her to the floor, with no tasers being drawn, with none of that, but still able to get her mouth. Look at that. She's trying to do it away.
Dress on though.
And
Dress on though.
Exactly. Yeah. I am a woman in a dress.
I'm a white woman in America in this airport with a dress on, and I got tackled down to the ground, and I want the manager of the damn airport. You got the nerve. We could never.
Never. But the lady just had
like that.
Gina, all right, let's just take the juxtaposition. Yes, I said it, the juxtaposition. And we just sat here and watched this young lady parade all around because she's mad about not being able to enter the plane when the plane is closed.
It's closed.
It's closed. Meanwhile, we got this young sister over here, unfortunately, having to do all this, that, and the third. Just didn't let her get through. She looked nice too. She was a woman in a dress.
Let's separate and in.
Oops. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying the world of inequality still exists. It's right in our face. This lady is screaming at people for not protesting for her. Like, that's how mad she is. Did you see him tackle me to the ground when I tried to do some illegal stuff? Feel bad for me. I want to talk to the manager and Samson.
I'm just in the back eating my chip, watching this white lady get away with murder.
Well,
she got away. She got away with acting a fool without getting tased, drug out of there.
Yeah.
Even jacked up a little bit. They didn't even. I need to see him like just grab her damn shirt.
Yeah.
Shake the
just a little shook
up. They don't even do that. So I don't know what happened before this incident, but whatever it was, for her to walk away and, like you said, start a whole movement. She feels so unprivileged and black right now. She feels like she's being treated like a black person. That's the only thing she didn't say, because we had one guy did say that at an airport. You treated me like a black person. So this is basically this person right here is basically the female version of that. Like, I had a dress on. I am Karen such somebody, Terry, and you are going to listen to me and do what I say and let me through these doors.
Right. And if you don't, I want to talk to your boss, because we are equal, me and your boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is you? You know what would have made me so happy? If the manager of the airport came out looking like you and was a young lady in a bonnet, it was like, excuse me, ma'am, what's the problem here? Oh, you mean when you tried to run through the...
Are you even out here?
Okay, so what the problem is again? Oh my God, this lady out here. Lady, I'm trying to write my stories, and you out here talking about some damn call the manager. I'm gonna need you to call your travel agent and tell them to put you at another airport. Or maybe Greyhound. Is what it is. Hey, yo, what was that thing you were saying about Lizzo? Did you
oh man, speaking of eating chips, look.
What you said? What did you say, man? I remember you said something about speaking of eating chips.
I mean, chips.
Come on, bro. Hey, damn. Oh, girl, just speaking of eating chips for real. What's happening? What happened?
While I'm sitting here eating my chips, let me tell y'all what they say about Lizzo sticking the waist behind. Now, yeah, man. Just listen for yourself. Hold on. Let me just.
Lizzo was trending yesterday for the comments you made about Grammy nominee Lizzo. Jillian doesn't think people should be celebrating or happy about Lizzo's weight.
Why are we celebrating her body? Why does it matter? Why aren't we celebrating her music? Because it isn't going to be awesome if she gets diabetes.
It's the end for me. It's the end comment for me. It's not gonna be so cute when she gets diabetes.
She's right. You know what I'm saying? Why me great diabetes ain't great? What? Yo, hey, listen. She's not. This is a tough subject for me, honestly. Let me get a shot of Lay's potato chips followed by a jug of popcorn. Look, let me tell you something, Gina. We both stand-up comics, right? You know what I'm saying? We both are improvisational on stage, and we'll talk about people in the crowd. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll make fun of you for being Haitian, Jamaican, white, black, Puerto Rican. I'll make fun of you for being tall, well-dressed. If you look right, I definitely want to take you down a few notches. I will make fun of you for being slow, for being on the front row, for being in a relationship. But one thing I don't mess with is people's weight. And there's a reason for that. I know the internal struggle that goes along with that. And there's some serious some deep-rooted psychological issues that a lot of people they harbor when they struggle with weight. And I, for one, I mean, it slipped out a couple of times, as somebody who has the perception of somebody who doesn't struggle, because I do, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. I mean, it may not be struggling with obesity, but struggling with weight is something that I think most folks do. That's one of them subjects where it's really difficult for me to really lay into. So as much as I may agree with Jill.
Diabetes.
Diabetes comment.
Yeah, Jillian.
I see that right now there is a culture of folks that are fighting back against the stigma of being overweight and making it into because there are men and women that are attracted to full-bodied women and men. So if that's the case, then why is it being portrayed as something that is not beautiful or something that is not glorious or glamorous? So I think that's the hard part. Now, the other end of that spectrum is the health aspect, which is something that has to be considered. You know what I'm saying?
Who's to say she's unhealthy just because she's a thick woman?
True.
There's a lot of thick vegans.
That's true.
I don't know what they're eating, but they thick. And so I feel like, the good Lord made us all shapes and sizes. I think it's just health-wise. If Lizzo can get on stage and twerk for 45 minutes, who do you? You got to be in enough shape to twerk for 45 minutes and move all that around.
Right.
So I don't believe, but I do understand what she's saying as far as, like, why are we glorifying the fact that she's overweight? Why are we just not glorifying that her music is good? Or that she has a good charity? Why is it like, oh, we love her because she's fat, she's proud? Right. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? So let me see how she cleaned it up. I'm show y'all how she cleaned it up.
Let's separate an individual from a conversation about health. And that is where I genuinely went wrong. And that is literally the only place I will tell you that I went wrong. If the conversation is about celebrating obesity, I would tell you that we need to celebrate individuals. We shouldn't celebrate somebody because they're big. We shouldn't celebrate somebody because they're small. We should celebrate somebody because of the quality of their character. Obesity is just unhealthy.
She was, let me tell you something. She read Martin Luther King's whole autobiography before she made that statement. We are not going to judge nobody by their weight. We're going to judge them by the content of their character. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
But the thing is, man, this is directly in relation to her income. Let's not forget what this is coming from. This is somebody who is
exercise.
They're basically famous for being a fit model or fit instructor or whatever. So the moment the world decides to latch on to the notion that obesity is now the new sexy, she's out of a job. She's no longer relevant. She's losing income. So this is not just for her, just some phase. This is like her career we're talking about. We can't have a bunch of Lizzos running around talk about how cute it is to be big, and now you don't want to hit me up for your third session of the month because you have decided that you want to twerk in a pound cake, and jump outside, and do all these crazy things. No, I'm not. Look, I'm completely okay with Jillian feeling like this is threatening her income. But what's hard is to distinguish between when somebody, look, Lizzo represents a culture of women that not only feel that they have been oppressed, but that they are constantly being told that they are not good enough, they are not thin enough, that they don't fit the right description of what beautiful should be. And there is a backlash of that. Yeah. That is now starting to come to the forefront with so many other things in addition to this. And I think that that's why Lizzo has this much popularity, because it's not just that she's big. Because look, what's her name? Missy Elliott was big at one point in time. What's the white girl who sang like a black girl?
Adele.
Yeah, Adele.
They all want to be slim. But my thing is for Julian, like she says, we shouldn't be, celebrating somebody about their body, but we celebrated you. That's why we watch your tapes. That's why we watched the videos, because you were looking like what we wanted to look like, ma'am. So we did celebrate your body. So for her to say that and end with the Black Power speech at all times, I just wasn't feeling it. She should have just shut up. Say what you said, because it is right. Obesity is not fun, and diabetes is not either. So I get that, but not all people that are fat have diabetes. Just so you know, there's some skinny folks out here with diabetes. Just so you know that it ain't got nothing to do with being fat. So for her to even say something, like you said, I think she was at home and was like, oh my God, they loving Lizzo. What am I going to do for the rest of my days on my Peloton bike? Or, I'm saying, my whatever. So let me go out here and say something. But girl, shut up.
Yeah.
Say something about Lizzo in the first place just because she's popping right now. Like, y'all stay having Lizzo's name in y'all mouth. Like, just get it out of there. Like, let it go.
All right. Let me play devil's advocate for a little bit. All right. Lizzo, I'm happy that you are comfortable in your skin, and I'm happy that you're out there. But that don't mean you got to flash me your ass at the NBA All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that you got to, and that goes for you.
Kim Kardashian do though.
Anybody. No, Kim Kardashian, I'm not for it. I'm not for that. Like, we started this whole show off with not wearing bonnets in public. Now we're saying that bonnets, but full butt crack, perfectly fine. No, man.
Full butt cracks.
Full butt crack. No. That's reserved for your eyes wide shut swingers party after the All-Star game. Not for a half court when I got my little daughter with me and we're trying to watch LeBron throw something into a hoop. Now people will argue against that, and you'll say, well, what about J-Lo and what's her name at the halftime show? All right, well, yeah, there's that. There's definitely some double standards here when it comes to entertainment. But
and even just like, but it's different in the island world. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking of like carnival or whatever, and when you see women, don't nobody care if she a big gas, small gas.
Yes.
You better wear your carnival outfit and wear it well. Don't worry about it. Nobody. And everybody, don't nobody care. Everybody's like, oh, yes.
Hey, tiny whiny. Whiny boom boom. Hey, tiny whiny. Whiny boom boom. Hey.
We need some islanders in y'all. Y'all need a little bit of island in y'all life. This is some reggae music. And then y'all wouldn't be worried about nothing.
True. Okay? You're right. Yeah, you would have picked that big girl up, threw her off the roof, landed right on her, and just pow. Yeah, that's real. Like, this is also American culture too. Like, over in a lot of European countries, they have billboards with naked breasts on them, and nobody cares. I remember being in Barcelona on the beach with a slew of bare-breasted women, with people walking by with their families, and the little boys. Now, me, I know I would have been like. But the little boys ain't even paying no mind because it's not a big deal. Like, they haven't been conditioned to believe that this is something that you should be aroused by. It's just a body. It's just like, son, yeah, they got nipples, but you got nipples too. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I think that some of it's conditioning, some of it is cultural, but no, I think that
you didn't have to choose that. Now it's stuck in my head.
Anyway,
I think you're right though, bro. I think you are so correct. So,
I agree. Yeah. Well,
good shit, nibble.
Good stuff, man. Well, hey, listen. We had an hour, man. I think we squeezed through today. Real quick. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, like that backdrop looks really.
Similar clip, and then we're gonna say tiny.
You wanna do it like that? You're tiny, whiny, boom, boom. Yo, don't let me get this on the gift, yo. I will do it. I will do it too, man. Let me find out a tiny. Hey, here we go. Let me do it like this. Hey, one, sit, by sit, sit, by sit. $10 dollar.
Oh my God!
I said $10 dollar. I said $10 I said $10 dollar. You so stupid, dude. I can't.
Yo, that is. I can't wait for that. I look forward to see that on the page, and write so that I can like and share. Just like you guys need to like and share Melanin Espresso, man. You gotta like, share, subscribe. The link is not at the bottom, but y'all already know this.
Yeah, it's, you know what it is. You know, we well, let me see. Let's go ahead and do this. Spotify. Oh, we Spotify. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Oh, we actually should be on iHeart and some other stuff too. So make sure y'all start getting ready to download us and leave us good reviews on our the media sites that we're going to be doing our audio MP3s and broadcasts from. And I don't know if you know this or not, but Gina gonna be coming down in a couple months. I think she's coming down next month too. So we're gonna see. The month of July, we will not be here. We will not be on air. We will be the month of July. We taking off, y'all. It is hiatus. We got to take a break for season 2. So for those of y'all that wake up on Mondays and see a rerun, or maybe not nothing at all, we need our break. You know how good it feels to wake up on Monday and not have to do nothing. Oh my God. Like it's about that time. it's about, hey.
Oh, come on Monday morning. I'm gonna be like, wait, do what?
Yeah, we might have to. All right, cool. Well, I think we'll go ahead. Enjoy the long day, everybody. Be safe at your barbecues. If you ain't got the vax, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it ain't for everybody, but just be safe either way. You know, I would just say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the real Vince Taylor.
I am your girl, Gina G.
And this was Melanin Espresso. Sure. Oh, shoot.
See, I'm not here just look like I'm giving.
Dang, that was my bad.
Just because you work from home, don't.
All right. You know what? I need my.
Damn. We went do. I was itching on this bonnet like.
My bad. Here go the right button.
Okay, no, for real.
And this is Melanin Espresso. Oh, Gina wasn't ready.
Good morning.
Good morning. Like, comment. Please comment. We putting up comments. I got a tattoo on the shoulder too, but I don't want to go through the process of zipping it down. Ching ching, Apple TV. Ching ching, Roku TV. Ching ching,